The slow-moving pace of Tropical Storm Debby is expected to bring potentially historic flooding to parts of Georgia. As many have learned, flood water can be extremely costly for homeowners.
And WALB News 10's Lena Allen reports on what you need to know about flood insurance during hurricane season.
In the last 15 years, 75% of Georgia counties have suffered enough flooding to warrant a federal disaster declaration. Yet, a lot of homeowners are still going without flood insurance, leaving them to pay thousands out of pocket on repairs. If you live in an area that's a low to moderate flood risk, your chances of flood damage are greater.
It's scary because when the water starts rising, we just get in a panic mode.
Like some other Valdosta neighbors, Renee Council is no stranger to flooding incidents in and around her home.
It's like, Lord, the flow flood out again.
Now more than ever, homeowners and renters need to be prepared. So here in South Georgia lately, when it rains, it pours, and people without flood insurance, what you're telling me, are left in a bind.
So if you don't have flood insurance, this flood damage just isn't going to be covered.
According to the Federal Emergency Management Agency, an inch of floodwater can cause over $27,000 worth of damage. FEMA estimates the average cost of a flood insurance policy is around $700. Policies do vary depending on Georgia's flood-prone areas and your individual property risk.
As we're finding out through this storm, and as we found out through storms before, when it rains that much in such a short amount of time, somewhere's going to flood. And you certainly would hate for it to be your property.
Now, there is a 30-day waiting period between purchasing insurance and when it goes into effect. With this just being the start of hurricane season, experts say if you plan to get flood insurance, now is the time to make sure you're covered. Lena Allen, WALB, your hometown news source.